Hey guys, how we doing? Popping on to do a little life update here, because I haven't done one in a while, and life's been just a wee bit crazy. So we did the rescue of 50 goats and sheep just over a month ago. Um, Quite a few have gone on to find homes, which is amazing. Um, there's a fairly large group that will be moving on as a starting group for a gentleman who's getting into homesteading, which is awesome. He is currently getting things set up and finished so that he's ready for them. And then they'll be going. So that's pretty great. I still have quite a few, though, left to move, and I have a handful left that are just not, man, I don't know, I'm kind of hitting my head on the wall with them. I'm going to try deworming them with a stronger dewormer than I have so far, see if that helps, and kind of go from there. The difficult part of this sometimes is when you get animals like this in that haven't had fantastic care before, is, and if they've had parasite issues and stuff from the beginning, is sometimes there can be damage inside the GI tracts and stuff, and the parasite overloads and stuff can damage and cause issues with absorption and stuff like that. So some of these animals that have just been poorly and been that way don't ever fully recover. So that may be what I'm looking at, or maybe I'm just not attacking it the right way. I'm not 100% sure. So that's what we're at on that end. For those of you who have been following the reign of the Marima, sheepdog. I shouldn't say sheepdog because that can be confusing. But Reign of the Marima has gone on now and found placement, which I'm super excited about. She actually is with her brother, who I had taken in, fostered, finished training out over a year ago, because they're two now. He was not even a year old when we took him in. He was probably like 6 months old, maybe 5 months. 5 months old, maybe. Anyway, so she's with him. We would have never anticipated it to go as well as it did. But she's doing fantastic there, so that's pretty amazing. Our Anatolian Shepherd dog, Hanukkah, is getting ready to whelp pretty much any day. She is 59 days today. Her temp dropped today to 98.7. So, those that believe in temping to be an indicator of whelping, they'll say like 98, 99, if you drop under 99. My girls, it seems like around day 60, they'll do a drop in the 98s, but then they pop back up again. And then it's like you wait until it's under 98 even, and that seems to indicate, but maybe with her not. So I was going to wait until day 60 to start temping 3 times a day, but I think I'm going to start now on day 59 since she had that drop. Anxiously awaiting. So excited to see these pups. And then, so my face is, you can see, in this light, it doesn't look tremendously awful. This whole patch here. And it actually travels down my neck. It goes around the back, down my arm. I have a little bit, I can just feel it under the skin starting here. And you can't really see it, but it's right in this part of my eye on this side. A rash that started, I think today's like day 4. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Couldn't figure out what I got into. But did remember this happened before, exactly 4 years ago. Same exact time of the month. So I'm like, okay, something is blooming. Something is causing this reaction. but what it is, I don't know. And I couldn't figure it out because there was no change in anything. And so then it occurred to me that there's a spot on our land that we wanted to expand a barn on, and but it's full of just browse and nasty, like thick, you can't get in it. So I turned the goats out in there to clean it out, and they did. And then I walked in there after they had been in there for a few days, and it's like poison everything everywhere. Poison ivy, poison oak, sumac. So I don't know if I touched one of the goats after they had been in it, or when the dogs were in it, if I touched them. How it started on my face, though, you would think it would be on the hands or the arms, but and it's miserable. So this is my second day of being on uber heavy doses of prednisone, so which is, I feel like, taking this redness out. But when I went to the doctor that day, like, it got to the point where, like, I started getting a fever, itchy, of course, spreading pretty fast, and just my nose itchy, eyes itchy. Like, I felt like, you know, if you have seasonal allergies and the pollen count is high, that's what my whole body, like, inside felt itchy. I just felt really poorly, fatigued, kind of foggy, really out of sorts. So yeah, went to the doctor, and she said, you can either get shots of steroids in the butt. She's like, I don't want you to have to go into the hospital, or you can just try really super heavy duty steroids. I said, yeah, I'll take those at home, thank you, we'll try that. So less foggy, less fatigue today, no fever. But it's unsettling. But like I said, the redness is a little bit better, but not great. So, interesting. That's life update of what all is happening right now. I'm going to do a video coming up, though, on how to take care of your face issues if you run into, not face issues, skin issues, if you run into poison ivy or poison oak, poison sumac, stinging nettle. Ooh, that's a beast too. The antidote is always found close to the poison, which is always true for like noxious weeds and plants and poisonous allergens and stuff. So very interesting. So I haven't seen an explosion on our I've been working this property between mine and my family. My mom had this before us for 20 years. Never have I seen an explosion of poisonous garbage here before. Ironic enough, this year I have an explosion of jewelweed like I've never seen before. Jewelweed is like the #1 best remedy for what makes you itch, sting, stuff like that. It's amazing. So very interesting how nature will give you the cure for what ails you. So I'm going to go a little crazy coming up here and catch up on all my jewelweed stuff. I'm going to make tinctures, I'm going to make some salves, I'm going to infuse a bunch of oils, and just really capitalize on what nature has given us a bounty of this year. So absolutely, the cure is next to the cause. The antidote is close to the poison. So very interesting how nature does that for us. That's about all I got. So yeah, I'm sure we'll do videos coming up here of puppies when they arrive, and all things else that we have going on the farm. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel, man. That really helps us get our content out. And, ultimately that's what we want to do, is just try to educate people on what we do, why we do it, how we do it. So thanks for watching, thanks for following, and we'll come back at you again soon, guys. Thanks, and have a good one.